So here is the testimonial of all testimonials for Pioneer, but it's true. And I tell this story in my class sometimes. I do a lot of pharmacy on sites. I've probably done about 25 pharmacy on sites in the last 3 years. And that's where I go. And I do them for profit. I do them for Solutions RX, and I do them for culture. But I was in a pharmacy and I was doing a profit igniter on site. And I showed this company, it was several years ago, and they had an extremely large niche market and they had Pioneer, and I showed them how to execute that market. It wasn't rocket science, but I showed them how to execute something that they already had sitting right under their nose. And I'm obviously not going to share how much margin they made, but they made a lot of margin. It wasn't a Solutions RX product. It was just a different market. I wish I could say the dollar amount because it would make the story even better, but it was a lot of money. At the time, I also showed them how to turn on the sync part of Pioneer because they were a Pioneer customer, but they didn't have sync on. Okay. When I say they made a lot of money, I got a thank you card in the mail about 6 months later that said, turning the sync program on changed our life. Thank you so much. Nothing about the stacks and stacks of cash they made on that niche market. It was about turning sync on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and that's one of our big frustrations is how do you, you can have all the cool stuff in the world, and if they're not using it, if they don't take, and some of that's just life's in the way. That's like that tomorrow diet that nobody's losing weight on.
Right.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Me too. Mark and I are on that.
I'm on that diet.
And I tell you how I stumbled onto this too. It's kind of funny. I walked into a room and I was trying to, I've been in a lot of pharmacies. I just didn't understand what they were doing. I said, "What's this room?" And they said, "It's my sync room." And I was like, "Okay, well, walk me through the process." Well, they're just filling a prescription. And I've worked on Pioneer for several years. And I was like, "Well, where's your sync button and how are you pulling up your sync patients and managing them?" And I kept looking at it. I was like, "You don't have these buttons where they're supposed to be." I was like, I know it can be customized, but you're not even hitting sync button. And then it was kind of like, "What are you talking about?"
What do you
mean?
Yeah. So I made a call to you guys and got them hooked up with sync, and lo and behold, way over six figures that I made them, and I got a thank you call for turning sync on in Pioneer.
Yeah. It's just quality of life, right? That's probably made a huge impact on quality of life.
It's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah, some of that is just what I'm doing every day.
Yeah, it's just can I get home earlier? Can I whatever it is? Gonna have time to make more money on something else. Yeah, you can teach them on the niche, but if you can grab them 3 or 4 hours to do that niche.
And sync can be such in the way if you don't have your workflow designed.
That's super true.
Yes.
Or if your percentage is low, you kind of start it and then kind of get stalled, and you just got 3 or 4% of people on there.
Yeah.
Amen.